This is the Padres POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the San Diego Padres. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
What is up, Padre fan? Welcome to your Padres POSTCAST on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. My name is Jim Grieshaber. Call me Grease, G-R-I-E-S, at Jim Grease _ on social media. Give me a follow. I'll make you holla, baby. And I will tell you what, man, there's some sayings that come to mind when I'm thinking about today's game. Rockies 9, Padres 3 at Coors Field in Colorado, Rocky Mountain High. Colorado, and it was a Rocky Mountain High for the Rockies and their fans today. They got only their 7th win of the season, but the phrases that come to mind are: one, all good things must come to an end, as in the San Diego Padres slugfest that saw them score 34 runs over 2 games, and then add one in the top of the first today to where you're thinking, okay, it might not have been a slugfest in the first inning today, but Fernando Tatis Jr. manufacturing a run by getting on base, beating out an infield hit, moving to second, on and out, moving to third, and then scoring on a ground ball out by Manny Machado, who had 2 ribbies today. Shout out Manny Machado. And man, oh man, I will tell you what, the Padres lose the series finale. The Rockies fired their manager, Bud Black, and their bench coach, Mike Redmond, after today's game, which was a win, but it was more a result of what the Padres did to them over the first 2 games of this series. This is your Padres POSTCAST on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease, and really excited, really pumped, really just fantastic to have you here with me and to have you here with Javier every single day. You guys know Javier Reyes, Locked On Padres podcast, and then here with the POSTCAST, you everydayers all the way down to the newbies. You know what it is with the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. My name is Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease, and I'm trying to get to the, here we go, next week of shows. And come on, please me. All right, we'll get to that in a minute, but we are free here on YouTube, Locked On Padres podcast channel, free, baby, F-R-E-E, that spells free, and you know that Javi and me, we're working together. We're doing a crossover on each other's shows once a week minimum, and we are just a rising tide that's lifting all boats, but not too high because we live on the coast. You know what I'm saying? But we are taking over with the Locked On Podcast Network, and then, of course, we are free wherever you listen to your podcast, Spotify, Apple, Stitcher, Podbean, iHeart, wherever it is, baby, you know we be here for you. And then on top of it, you down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. No, I'm not down with OPP like I was in college when the song came out. Now it's OTT, over-the-top television with Roku. We're free there too. YouTube, Roku, and wherever you listen to your podcast. It is your Padres POSTCAST on the Locked On Podcast Network. We are just getting started. Ton of stuff to do. Short time to do it in. What do you say we officially kick this thing into gear? Yeah, me too. Let's roll.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Herman Marquez is who Rockies fans are talking about. Remember, he was once an ace of the staff. Earlier this week, there was an article written, has Herman Marquez lost his stuff? The former ace of the Rockies, no, not according to today. What did he have, 12 in a row at one point that he retired after Fernando manufactured that run? So we're talking about Herman Marquez. And I mean, this dude's just a great ball player, but a head scratcher of a day for the Padres. Look at Nando with the leg brace on, and he gets beaten up a little bit, but after he manufactured that run in the first inning, and I chose this picture on Imagine, IMAGN, shout out to Imagine. All the pictures you see in our shows are from Imagine. Look at Nando talking to Merrill. I have an issue with Mike Schilt. Now, me having an issue with Mike Schilt is stupid. It's dumb. I'm stupid for even mentioning this, but I'm going to from a baseball standpoint. I know Jackson Merrill was hit on the wrist by a pitch, the forearm really, the other day. I know he had been with the tightness in the leg on the IL, injured list. And I understand all this, and I don't know behind the scenes what the reasons are. I didn't catch anything on the telecast, but your offense is just killing right now, and he's the centerpiece of it. His return was the spark that lit the fuse on this whole thing, along with Cronenworth and Hayward, but really Merrill's the guy who jump-started the offense, no doubt. And then you sit him today. It's third game, getaway day. You won the first 2, money in the bank, house money. I should play by my own rules. I know. And I just love this picture. This is a great picture right here. I love pictures like that. And this one too. Beautiful, beautiful stadium. Look at that, Coors Field, man. Just gorgeous in Colorado. Not like Petco. Petco's insane, and we love Petco. All right, well, let's get to it, shall we? Hunter Goodman was the guy today, along with Herman Marquez for the Rockies. Hunter Goodman, homer, triple, and a double today. First Rockies DH to ever accomplish those three things in the same game. It was a big day, meaningful game. 9-3. It ends an 8-game losing streak for the Rocks. Their third such skid this year. So Black and Redmond, of course, terminated. And look about this, man. I mean, they're one game better than the Orioles in 1988 with Cal Ripken Sr., and they fired Cal Ripken Jr.'s father. You think about that. He's a franchise icon, right? But when I think about this Colorado team, sure, they're not a very good team, but that division's just brutal, man. With what they do in their front office, what they've done in their farm system, the moves they've made, the payroll they choose to spend every year, to ask them to compete against the Dodgers. I mean, maybe there should be, the two leagues should not be geographic anymore. It should be based on payrolls. So like there are 2 trophies, and then every year the winner of one league gets a trophy, and the winner of the small league and the winner of the big league. You know what I mean? So like Yankees, Dodgers, Padres, all the teams with the huge payrolls. And I know the Yankees, Dodgers are a lot more, but the teams with the big payrolls that are right there to compete with multiple stars, they're in one league. And like teams like the Royals and the Rockies and all them are in another league, because it really does seem unfair to have, you know, the salary cap and I mean, no salary cap, you know what I mean? In baseball, the salary cap situation, meaning you don't have one, and then teams can spend what they want. You know what I mean? You have the luxury taxes and things like that. Yes. But really that doesn't stop the Dodgers, the deferred money and all that stuff. And you're asking the Rockies to compete with the Dodgers, the Padres, the Diamondbacks, and of course the Giants with what they spend. Come on, man. The Rockies have no chance. They have no chance. And they won today. Good job by them, but they're going to lose every series this year. You know what I mean? But look, Nick Pivetta, we had someone in the chat yesterday ask me if Pivetta's the ace. I said no. I said, you want to be diggy down with the king. Musgrove's going to come back. Next year is going to be awesome. I've said all along they should try to find a way to trade for Sandy Alcantara of the Marlins. Sandy Alcantara is amazing. He is amazing. I have a hard time saying his name for some reason, but he's a great pitcher, former Cy Young winner. Love to see the Padres get that guy who can go out there and you know it's going to be a 1-zip or a 2-1 game every playoff game. They don't have that now. I love King. He's 4-1. Pivetta was 5-1 coming into today, but Pivetta's a 3 starter in the playoffs, maybe a 4. You know what I mean? When Darvish comes back, he's somewhere in that 2-3 slot behind King, and you got Dylan Cease who threw it really well his last time out. Vasquez, and then Hart when he was here, and then, oh my God, you never know though, with collect call, baby, when what he did yesterday, pretty amazing. You know, and just as wow, what an unbelievable, and by the way, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. My mom, Judy, my aunt/godmother, Debbie, all my family, my cousins, my sister, everyone, my daughter who's going to be a mother. Happy Mother's Day to all of you moms out there. And thank you for watching Padres Postcast on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day. Jim Grieshaber. Call me Grease. Tough one to lose today for the Pods. But look, 2 out of 3, even though it's the Rockies, 2 out of 3 is pretty decent. You know what I mean? You wanted to sweep the series. And, of course, you got the Dodgers. And when did the Dodgers? Do they play tonight? I'm not exactly sure. Let's see. Because as of right now, the Padres are a half game back. The Dodgers play at 7:10 tonight. No, they don't. That's tomorrow. Excuse me. They're up 5-zip on the D-bags in the 7th. So the Dodgers will slide back into first place. What about the Giants? Did the Giants gain a game today? No, they still, let's see, did the Giants play today? What's going on? Giants lost to the Twins 7-6-10. So the Giants are still 2.5 back of the Dodgers. That'll be 3, and they'll be 2 games behind the 2.5 games behind the Padres, who will be a game behind the Dodgers. There, it's just day by day, right? But now you're coming back home. You got the American League games for the first time in the season. You got the Angels coming down the pike, and you know it's always good to see a guy like Mike Trout in a park like Petco. Then you got, I believe, the Mariners after that. Then you go to Toronto and face the Blue Jays. So you got 3 American League series in a row. Coming off a 9-game road swing, you get 3 series in a row against American League teams, and that's going to be a lot of fun. All right, Jim Grieshaber, Call Me Grease, still to come, your star of the game, your turning point. We're going to look through the box, take you through the breakdowns, when the runs were scored, how they were scored, and the summaries and all that good happy horse, as my dad used to call it, but it's not Father's Day. It's Mother's Day, and my mother is the reason I'm a baseball fan, and I don't know about y'all, but I have such pleasant memories of my mom with the sport of baseball. She was a Red Sox fan, and that's the only thing that's wrong with it, but I remember going to Fenway Park so much as a kid, watching Roger Clemens pitch the Rocket, and Yeah, I'm that old. And wow, what teams they had in the 80s. They went to the World Series against the Mets in 86. And I never grew up as a Red Sox fan, but my mom and the memories with baseball and with sports. And I hope you have some similar memories in some capacity with your mom. And hey, if you are a mom, happy Mother's Day to you. Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease. We got a couple of big deals from a couple of big sponsors that are a big deal to me. We have 220 plus shows. We got a lot of deals for you as a result of the numbers that we have, the volume we bring you on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease. It's your Padres postcast. Where are we at? We are looking at Monarch Money and Upwork right now. We're going to talk to you a little bit about how to get your finances in order with Monarch Money. We're going to do it right now on Padres postcast 9-3 Rockies. More to come. Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease, and the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. All right. Where we at with you and you and you and you. And I am going to tell you about Monarch Money. And as soon as StreamYard pulls it up, there it is. Okay, ever check your bank account and wonder, hey, where did all my money go, man? Between dining out, online shopping, entertainment, the Padres coming back on another homestand, it's easy to lose track, right? And that's where Monarch Money comes in, your personal CFO, giving you full visibility and control over your finances because they're yours. And, you need to control your own. I know it's going to do it for you. Monarch Money is really going to help, though. It isn't just a budgeting app. It's a complete financial command center. You can track all your accounts, investments, and spending in one place. So you stop just managing your money and you start building wealth. And that's been huge for me. For example, when I started using Monarch, I realized just how much I was scratching my head, spending money on food delivery, right? And now I budget smarter and save more. All-in-one convenience is huge for me right now with Monarch Money. Instead of juggling multiple apps, I can use Monarch to check my finances, track spending, and even plan long-term goals. You can too. I can collab easy with my partner. She loves it. We manage our money. It's smoother than ever. You can track shared and personal accounts, set goals, and stay on the same page without the stress with Monarch Money. And that is really huge with two people who have different ideas of how money should be done. And you are doing it right with Monarch Money. So take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first year. That's monarchmoney.com, code LOCKEDONMLB for half off your first year with Monarch Money on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. And I love this one too. This is really dope because this is how you can grow and build. And I'm all about growing and building. You know what I'm saying? Growing and building and scaling and all those things like King Kong up the Empire State Building. That's how you scale your business. But it requires a lot, the right expertise at the right time to scale your business. And with Upwork, you can find specialized freelancers in marketing, development, design, and more, experts ready to help you take your business to the next level. Upwork gives businesses flexibility by connecting them with top freelance talent across multiple industries. That includes AI, IT, web development, and marketing. So whether you need extra hands for a project or a long-term partner, Upwork makes hiring simple and affordable. Helps you find the right talent. If you need help with a marketing campaign, Upwork can connect you with a freelance expert who delivers incredible results for you. It's fast, it's easy hiring. Post a job, it's free, it's simple, and within a day, multiple qualified candidates to choose from come your way. It's cost-effective growth, so instead of hiring full-time, Upwork helps find affordable top-tier freelancers to scale my business efficiently. So visit Upwork.com right now and post your job for free. That's UPWORK, Upwork.com, to connect with top talent and grow your business today with Upwork on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every single day. All right. 9-3. Padres lose to the Rockies today. They take 2 out of 3. Ain't bad. It ain't great, by the way, and it ain't even good against the Rockies. So the Meatloaf song doesn't apply here. I almost said don't apply because I'm already going ain't. Might as well go don't. You know what I mean? And hey, it just wasn't the Padres' day today, right? They lose 9-3. You got the 3-run homer, all right, in the bottom of the first inning by Hunter Goodman, who also had a triple and a double. And really, the triple was a hard hit line drive to left. Probably should have been caught by Hayward. I don't know how much of a factor the sun was, but he appeared to misjudge how hard the ball was hit. Look, I'm here to tell you, in the outfield, and I played a lot of outfield, the hardest thing to do, the most difficult thing to do, the one thing that separates big league players more than anybody else, and it's not, I mean, look, the athleticism, the size, the speed, all that stuff. I'm talking about their ability to get a jump on the ball. To read the ball off the bat is one of the greatest skills a baseball player can have, particularly an outfielder. Now, it's a little tougher on a right fielder with the slice with a right-hander up, but when a ball looks like it's coming straight at you and it's really tailing away from you to your right, Hayward dove, it went right over his glove. Yeah, it's a triple, didn't hit the glove, but really more of a misplay than an error. And that was that. All right, we got to get out of here. A couple things to do in a short time to do it in real quick. Let's look at the box. It looks a lot different than it did yesterday. It looks a lot different than it did yesterday. We are talking right now about, 9 runs on 12 hits, 1 error for the Rockies, 3, 5, and none for the Padres. 3 in the first, 3 in the third, 2 in the seventh, 1 in the eighth for Colorado, 1 in the first, 2 in the eighth for San Diego. Manny Machado with 2 RBIs today. Fernando manufactured a run in the first inning, was 1 for 4 with a run and an RBI, 2 for 4 for Sheets, who stays swinging a hot bat, 1 for 3 with a run for Diaz. And again, Jackson Merrill not in the lineup today. They're 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position. And I think you realize how much we miss Jackson Merrill when he's not in there. Not that he's everything, but he's a big part of it, right? 4 runs, 7 hits, 6 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, 1 home run allowed by Nick Pivetta. He falls to 5-2. His worst outing of the season. He's been fantastic. Matsui, Jacob, Peralta, and Reynolds came on to pitch after that, and Peralta gave up 2 earned runs on 3 hits in his inning, 1 earned run on 1 hit for Reynolds, who also had a strikeout, but a scoreless inning for Jacob and a scoreless inning for Matsui today. Meanwhile, for the Rockies, it was all about Hunter Goodman, 3 for 5, 5 RBIs for him, which leads me to 2 more things to do. Got to get out of here. Let's do it, baby, right now, and we'll get to your comments, and then we will wrap it up.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
Where did he go? Of course, it's gone. I thought I had uploaded the picture, but it was Hunter Goodman's 3-run home run in the bottom of the first inning off Pivetta. Look, it sort of happened that way for the Padres today, right? They were able to get that run, scratch it out in the first inning, feeling pretty good. But then Doyle leads off with a single. Beck is hit by a pitch. There's always a walk or a hit batsman. McMahon lines out to right. Doyle goes to third on the sac fly. Fernando made a great catch today up against the wall, leaping in right field, by the way. But then Goodman homers to left, crushed it. Doyle and Beck score, and that right there is your turning point of the game. It was 3-1 Rockies, but Marquez, more on him in a minute, that was enough. So even though the Padres had scored 34 runs in 2 games and 1 in the first inning today, and you're never thinking 3-1 is going to be it, it was the turning point, and it was it today, which leads us to...
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
There he is. Herman Marquez. Now, you could give honorable mention to Fernando Tatis Jr., who obviously had an RBI and a run scored. Manny Machado drove in a couple today, and that's about it for the Padres. Nothing doing there. So Herman Marquez for the Rockies with a beautiful game. At one point, it was 12 in a row. He might have retired a couple more after the 12 in a row, but at one point he retired 12 Padres in a row. They were 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position. He pitched 7 innings of beautiful 3-hit baseball. 1 run, it was earned, and it was literally Fernando beating out an infield hit and advancing on outs and scoring on a ground ball is what it was. And he struck out only 2, which makes it even more masterful. 78 pitches in 7 innings. They take him out. Bud Black does, which may explain partly why he's on the unemployment line right now after the game. Too soon? Sorry, Rockies have won 7 games. Hello. But they take him out for Shivili, and the Padres score 2 immediately. So Herman Marquez is our star of the game today, and the Padres coming home for a couple of series now. The Angels, the Mariners, yeah, baby. And you got Diggy down with the King pitching. We'll be here after that game with your postcast. Of course, every day you got Javi with the podcast. You don't want to miss that either. We're doing the crossover episodes every week, including this week, so you don't want to miss those. It's going to be a lot of fun. Padres with a chance to really win a lot more games. They're going to be. It's Dodgers are up 5-1 on the Diamondbacks in the 7th inning. You never know, but looking like the Padres will be a game out of first when they take the field tomorrow night. And again, we'll be there right after the game with your postcast. That's all there is, San Diego. There is no more. Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease. Thanking you so much for being here and watching us and listening to us wherever you get your podcast. So you could watch us on YouTube. You could listen to us on Spotify, Apple, iHeart, Stitcher, Podbean, or you could watch us on Roku. You down with OTT? Yeah, you know me, this whole party, and that's over the top television. Thank you for making Locked On Padres podcast and your Padres postcast your first listen or watch every day. Now for your second, check out the all-new Locked On MLB Game Night. Every game, every night, all season long. Get local analysis on a national scale. Find MLB Game Night and Locked On MLB on YouTube or wherever you listen to podcasts. 9-3 Rockies. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Keep your game tight and your mind right, San Diego. Yes, Sarah, the Rockies fired their manager because of the Padres right after the game. Keep your game tight and your mind right. We will be back tomorrow with another episode. Thank you so much for being here on your Padres postcast on the Locked On Podcast Network with me, Jim Grease, your team every single day.